Hi. I'm in my pajamas because it's almost my bedtime. I had no thoughts, ideas, or intentions of making any kind of video today. And hold on, I thought I just turned my phone off. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm in my pajamas. I had no intention of making a video today whatsoever. I've had a couple of conversations with just a few people today, a few people more than I normally would. And here's my observation. So this morning, I was having, mild self doubt. And I had a reading with Scott today. I even told him I was having mild self doubt this morning. And he did something that confirmed that I am on the right path. Now, we all have a little bit of doubt here and there. Um, but I'm coming to you to let you know something incredibly important. If you feel that you know someone that is depressed or sad or anxious, um, or maybe even feels like ending their own life, this is really, really strong what's going on. If you have not watched last night's video and you want further clarification, go to last night's video, which due to my computer malfunction is a two-part video. Okay. But at least watch part number two. I'm just going to give you the very basic lowdown of what's going on. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like you're in a pressure cooker right now, the reason for that is completely energetic. If you're not trusting yourself, if you're having self doubt, maybe you don't trust your neighbor, maybe you don't trust your lover, whatever it is, it's energy that's coming up to be released from the earth's body and also from your body. Just don't attach to it. That would be like if you got sick and you threw up, you would be attached to the feeling of, okay, now I'm pretty sure since I've gotten sick, not to be gross, I can taste what made me sick. Okay. Don't taste what made you sick. Here's the thing. Many of you may know this and many of you may not know this. The earth has an energetic ley line, or what many of us call grids, right? So you can think of those grids as energetic lines. Now, explain to you very briefly what is happening in last night's video, part two. If you haven't seen that, go back to that. There is a cloud that has been moving towards us for at least the last 10 years, or at least that's how long I've been seeing it. This cloud is energetically surrounded, inundating the energy of Earth and making us feel like we're in a pressure cooker. Okay. Some of you may be just feeling tired, like I was, all on and off all day, or maybe you feel a little bit of self doubt, and it's nothing major for you. Some of you, it's really, really major. And also, you are surrounded with people in your house and in your family that are going to feel this in a more major way. If you are energy sensitive, you are feeling this right now or feeling it tomorrow. I don't know how long it'll take other people to feel it, but really watch for the warning signs that someone's getting super anxious, feeling super depressed, um, possibly even suicidal. Okay. So if you picture the earth being surrounded in this massive cloud of energy, it is giving pressure. And this pressure is miraculous for relieving things in our body's meridian and in the ley lines or grids of this planet. But it does not feel good coming up and out of our system. That's what I want you to know. Okay. I was trying to figure out what was the best way to try to get the message out to people because this is very concerning to me. And honestly, there is no way for me to get this out to people anymore. Facebook has just become almost completely useless for trying to get a message out, in any way. I care about humanity very, very much. And I know we all do. And I thought for a minute, is this my responsibility? And the hope is that maybe you'll just share this with someone that's having a very hard time. And that's why I want to keep it really super simple. Everything that has happened on this planet energetically goes back into the ground of this planet, which is our ley line or our meridian of the earth. And its simplest of explanations, with all the extra solar energy, with this new cloud that is putting pressure on earth, as I said, it's very healing. This is very, very miraculous healing. But you want to think of it kind of like a zit, right? It hurts to pop it, but when you do, you relieve the pressure. Okay. So the high frequency or energetic cloud that is around this planet is making us feel like we're in a pressure cooker. And this is healing, and it's very, very miraculous, is the point of it. But everything that's happened on this planet, the bloodshed, the war on the ley lines, the energetic exchange between people, animals, um, any kind of any kind of thing that is not organic. Okay. So fires are not necessarily going to do this, or tornadoes or whatever, but people's energy will. So the planet has ley lines. If you're familiar with Chinese medicine, and the practice of acupuncture, where they go in to those different bodies' meridian lines and relieve pressure, this is a miraculous healing energy that is doing for your body and for the planet what essentially is acupuncture and acupressure simultaneously. So think about it this way. It's a very easy way to explain it. There are multiple sources of energy on this planet that are putting pressure on the planet's ley lines or grid lines and our body's meridian. And it's not, an angry God doing this. It's not an alien agenda or anything else. Okay. There is this cloud that comes along every 12,000 years, and it puts a lot of pressure on the planet and your body. It is here to heal you, and it is miraculous. And in layman's terms, the simplest way I can say it is, if you get out a set of muffin pans, and you fill those muffin pans up with water, and then you try to pour batter on top of the muffin pan that is covered in water, then what is going to happen? The muffin pan is already full of water. So when you pour batter into it, you're then expelling or pushing out the water. So the sun and the energy from the sun and this pressure of this oot cloud, or energetic pressure, miraculous healing pressure that is around the planet, is like putting batter into a muffin tin that already is full with other batter or water, or however you want to look at that. Okay. But I just want to make it really simple that people can understand. There is a planetary healing, miraculous planetary healing that is happening right in this moment. Those of you that are energy sensitive could have started feeling it yesterday. Oh, hello, Dari. How are you? Yeah. Well, there is a lot going on, and I made 2 videos about this yesterday. So the Sun and Mercury and Saturn and Neptune are all in Pisces, which is a very deep dive. It's water pressure, okay, and we've got things coming up from the bottom of the ocean. So as above, so below. But I just wanted to let you know that this is healing. It's a miraculous healing energy. So I've been seeing this cloud of energy coming towards Earth for the last about 10 years. Okay. But I saw that it arrived yesterday, I think, or the day before. and it's completely surrounding the planet, making our body and our planet feel like we're in a pressure cooker. If you take the lid off the pressure cooker, that means stuff is going to come out, right? If you do it in the middle of the process. I don't know who Meg Moonbeam is. Um, yeah, so I don't even know. I mean, I'm trying to put it in the simplest of terms. Um, I can definitely feel that physically and energetic and emotionally, people are really going through a lot of turmoil. Now, you may not believe in astrology, but Pisces is a very in-depth, very feeling, very emotional sign, okay? And I'm not sure the exact projection and the procession that is happening, but like I said, all of the sun, Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, and I think that other planets are on the way to join that. So this is not going to ease up. And I'm not saying it's solely the things filing into Pisces that's doing it. Okay. But it is definitely adding to the pressure of this. And so maybe this is um, not the best way to describe it, but I'm letting you know because you will have heard this and felt this, and you will be experiencing it. And it was very minute for me. But there are many other people that it's not minute for. Now, I know when I'm hearing something like this, that it's probably not me. It's probably coming from the collective. Doesn't mean that I'm not involved in it or I'm not part of the collective. But I am feeling it in a minute way, but I feel things when things come in. So just keep an eye on people around you, people that you love. If there's somebody that's already depressed, it could become um, a serious situation. Okay. But it is a very healing energy that is set to move us forward. So all we have to do is when we start feeling like for like I'm going to say for an example, if you're someone like me that's feeling it mildly, um am I really in love with this person that doesn't love me? Maybe something that's coming up. How much longer, could I stay in love with someone that doesn't love me back? Or am I on the right path? Am I doing the right mission? Am I in the right career spot? Okay. Some of you, it will be very, very minor, but there will be people around you um, that are experiencing it in a maybe in a rougher or more much harsher way. I'm speaking to myself um, about it, so it's very hard for you to make the judgment and say that it's not about romantic love. It's about any area where you have self doubt and you need to release. And again, for me, it's very minor, but I've noticed in talking to other people that some people are experiencing this very majorly. So be as loving and empathetic as we can, and maybe just console people. Um, and maybe they don't even have an understanding of the grid or the body's meridian line, but maybe you can just assure them that everything's going to be okay. It's just their body releasing things. Um, so don't get too attached to what the body is releasing. Also, on this planet for a really long time, they have used messages. They have used the grid system to pump out messages. Pay your taxes, obey, all those other kinds of things, right? I don't need to go into the particulars of that, but they've been pumping messages through the grid as well. So it's not just war and things that have happened on the planet. It's also the messages that they have pumped through 4G and 5G. They're pumping them to you into your body's meridian, but through a higher technology, they've been pumping those through the grid for a really long time. And so, with this pressure of this energy that is now completely inundated in the Van Allen belts, that is putting pressure on your body's meridian points. It's also putting pressure on the Earth's meridian ley lines grid lines. And so also the messages that have been superimposed within that grid um, over our natural frequency are also being released. So we're not going to be in this energy for a long time, but I just did want you to know whatever comes up for you, whether it's, you know, whatever partnership, it doesn't matter whether you're doing the right thing in life, whatever it is. Like I said, for me it was very minor. If I hadn't talked to 5 times more people today than I normally talk to, I probably wouldn't have noticed seeing exactly what's going on, because that's one of the really magical things about connecting to our community and to each other and to you here, is that when someone expresses a concern, almost instantly, I go into some sort of bilocation or remote view of what is happening. So, thank you to the people that have had readings today. Thank you for the people that have conversed with me. And thank you for the people that expressed to me some of their feelings and the feelings of the people that they are surrounded by. If you are feeling lack or doubt or unworthiness or fear or anything, you're feeling it because it's literally been pressed out or expressed out or pressurized out of your body's meridian and out of the ground as well. Okay. I just wanted to come here very briefly and let you know that. All right. Thank you so much for being there. Yes, I totally agree with you. Karmic stuff. So it's going to be pushing on all angles, right? So for some of us, we're going to have to turn around and deal with those. And I will say that I am not always brave or as courageous as I should be. And with the amount of things that's going on in the world right now, and knowing that parts of my family are so dead set against anything that comes out of my mouth, that I have gone several weeks without talking to anyone other than my dad. Um, because it is a great time of pressure. It's a great time of miraculous healing for the body and for the planet. And like I said, I'm just not being that courageous right now. And I don't feel like jumping into or taking on any conversations where I know my every thought and my every breath is going to be opposed to. Because several months ago, we had a family picnic. I opened my mouth in a very positive way, and I was told I had no effing idea what I was talking about. And the second time it happened, I took my shoes off, grounded on the side of the house, and cried my eyes out until I was done crying, and then went back to the family picnic. Not fun. Not fun at all. So right now, I'm kind of hiding, and like I said, I'm not being that courageous with certain parts of my family, though I'm definitely here and talking to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I just wanted to let you know, pass the video along to somebody if you think they can understand the verbiage that I'm using. If not, just tell them, hey, our body is just releasing stuff. They may not need to know or even want to know the particulars. We are just releasing stuff. Just let it come out, let it flow out, and know that everything is going to be okay. I love you so much, and thank you for being here. Goodbye.